Hey, what's up, YouTube? Dark Signer here, coming at you guys with another video. So essentially, I haven't uploaded recently as far as like deck profiles. I was super busy with like the whole YCS thing because I was gonna go to YCS Pasadena. I had two buys and stuff. It sucks because I wasn't able to obviously play in it. Ended up getting canceled. I didn't really want to do the whole remote thing. I still had two buys. I'll probably enter the Las Vegas one. I think I could have topped. We still ended up going to LA to Pasadena because we already had the hotel and the car and everything. So we still ended up going and ended up going to a couple locals there. The first one was Core TCG, and there was a bunch of players there. Like the guy that won the YCS was Salomon Great. A bunch of the like I guess European players were there. There's a bunch of people from out of the state that were there. Like that locals literally like the owner said that there was like three players that normally play there. The rest of them were from out of town. I ended up getting second place. Ended up losing in the last round. It was like 6 rounds of Swiss. There was no top 8. It was just 6 rounds of Swiss. I lost to the mirror match, but he was main decking Dragoon, and he was main decking. Oh, he was side decking. So he was main decking the DPE, siding into the Dragoon. But against me, I won game 1, game 2, and 3. He had both engines, and it was just really hard to deal with. I ended up losing because it was a big chain link, and he ended up being able to get rid of both of my Golden Lords with Ice Dragon's Mirror. Ice Dragon's Prison, my bad, man. Yeah, it was a big chain link. Ended up losing that, and then and then I went to a locals the day after. I ended up splitting top 4 with like the guys there. There was a bunch of people again from out of town. It was cool. G had about 60 players, give or take. The other locals only had like 30 something players. And then this past Saturday, I went to Just Flip and here in San Jose, ended up splitting top 4, and then yesterday we split top 4, both times going undefeated. This is the deck I played yesterday. I'll show you guys this, and then the changes from like literally I just changed it to this, and then before that it was the same for like a while already. So we'll go through with it. So 2 Golden Lords. I'll try to go super quick because I uploaded last time. 2 Heavenly Prisons. This card's really good. I don't want to play it at 3, but 2 was fine. I sided it out every time I went second, and then one Ecclesia. Unless I played against something like I played a lot of like Live Twin and stuff. So yeah, and then one Ecclesia. Obviously, I like that card. 3 Pot of Extravagance, 1 Pot of Duality. I just wanted a little bit of variety, and Pot of Duality is not bad. Like especially like games 2 and 3, I'm able to search for like my evenly matches, my Inspector borders, etc. So yeah, 1 Cursed L land and 1 Nadir Servant. So essentially, this is the difference from the other builds, that literally every time except for yesterday I played 2 Nadir and 2 L lands just to out the DPE, but I ended up switching it for 2 cards that I'll show you guys right now. This still worked fine. I just didn't want to draw this too much because it sucked drawing like going first outside of like going for the Frigid, so I just didn't like it. I ended up going 1-1 because I've been winning a lot more dice rolls recently, so I don't know, but I still miss it sometimes. I sided in the second one. As far as Cursed Outline, I just wanted another copy of both instead of just playing like 3 Hoquero. So yeah, 3 Elixirs, 3 Conks, 2 Hoqueros. Like that's the ratio I like, and then 1 Cursed Outland just to search out whatever I want. 3 Solemn Judgments. This is something that people kept asking me about. And I don't understand how you don't like 3 Solemn Judgments, because a lot of people are on Triff's bandwagon, and they like Needle Sealing and like Trap Trick and all that other stuff. I didn't like that at all, just because like I don't want less copies of stuff. So like if I activate Elixir, I only have essentially 1 more Elixir in the deck, and I don't know, a lot of time you grind, especially right now, and then the mirror match is like really bad because like you want to be able to have access to all of it, and then this card was just nutty. Like being able to just set 5 and then this like makes it so that you could just resolve everything. Like I don't understand how you don't main this card. This is really dumb. There was some scenarios like if I had like a Trap Trick or like a Needle Sealing, I would just lose the game like outright. I kept asking people why would they play something else instead of this? Like against like Sword Soul, you let them do whatever they want. Like but with this, you actually stop them. If they have Needle Sealing, they're gonna build negates, and then yeah, they don't really set up 4 monsters until late. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like if you follow Triff, that's on you. I don't get it. I've been going undefeated myself. I have my own thought process. I'm a thinking human being instead of just following Triff. But yeah, so 3 strikes, 3 torrential. Like I already have 3 torrential. Why do I need other stuff? 3 punishment, and 3 ice dragons. People were like, "Oh, well, you can search these with trap trick." Again, I don't want to have less copies of stuff, and especially with this because I side out one of them like a lot. And yeah, trap trick's like an easy side out, but I'm not gonna play that. And then this card just becomes way more relevant, especially now that 3 skill drains are on board, because now the mirror match is so like you're gonna run into the mirror match at least once in tournaments. So yeah, this card just like outright beats the mirror match. The mirror match is like super hard to play. You have to be like super, I guess, focused on what's going on. And then 2 goes in match. This card worked out good. And then this is the card I switched it out for. 2-dimensional bit. This card was dead like all day. Like my I think first round was against Life Twin, dead. Sky Striker round 2, dead. Round 3 was the mirror match, dead. Like this card was just like literally like dead. Like round 4, what did I play against round 4? I think it was PK. Like come on, this card was dead. Like they literally went first. They just set up and I couldn't do anything. Game 2, I couldn't leave those in because they have too many links and stuff. But you can put it in for like the DPE, but then it's like whatever's. They were still able to set up stuff. And then, what's it called? Round 5, I played like in Sword Soul, but me and him, like, we didn't really play it out because we were both undefeated. We were both going to go into top 8, so it didn't matter. So we just played with our main decks just so we don't see our side decks. Yeah, so I ended up winning that. And then in top 8, I played against Life Twin guy that I played round 1. This card was dead, and then we just split. And so this card was literally always dead. Like I don't know. This card is good against like Bird Up, but your matchup is already good enough. So I don't know how I feel about this card. I wanted to try it out. I saw like a lot of people running it, especially because of Triff. He keeps like vouching for this card because you could flip it on like DPE and stuff, which is fine. But you already have outs, especially now with 3 skill drains. So like I don't know. This is for sure gonna go out. And then I played 1 skill drain, 1 in pure order. So yeah. So like I said, the difference is literally like Cursed Outland and another Nadir Servant for these 2. But essentially now, I think what I'm going to do is, so think of it like this. So it's going to be like 2 skill drain, and then I'll probably still keep 1 Cursed Outland, and then I'll probably put back the second Nadir Servant, because I like it, especially like against a lot of matchups. So it'll probably be like, so 1 Nadir Servant, and then 3 skill drains. So essentially you're going to cut out these 3. So yeah, so these 2 for 2 more skill drains. As far as like the regular build goes, like I might try the token build just because I saw a lot of people playing that, the adventurer build. But as of right now, I like the pure build a lot better. Like the adventurer seems fine because you can build a negate, but it seems like a lot of cards in your deck, and I don't want to draw multiples of any of those cards just to get 1 negate on board. So I don't know. We'll try it out. See what happens. Again, it conflicts with skill drain as well because the negate obviously. So I don't know. We'll see. I prefer the pure build, but we'll see. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna show you guys. But as of right now, I like my main deck a lot. Like a lot. Minus, like I said, take this out for another skill drain, and then take out 1-dimensional barrier for the other skill drain. And then I'm still considering another Nadir Servant to go back to 2. Ready? All right, guys. So what's it called? I'm gonna continue the video. I ended up pausing it. My bad. Let's go to the side deck, and then there is 1 card in the side that was, the extra deck first. There's 1 card in the side deck that I switched out, so I'll show you guys there. So essentially, I played 3 in this. This is obviously for like punishment. Obviously, send this off with the Nadir Servant. I think this card is like super strong, which is why I still side deck the second Nadir Servant, just because going second, this card just becomes bonkers. So yeah, and then the Omega. This is essentially how you out like DPE a lot of the time, especially with like the second Nadir Servant. You could go like Cursed Outland, search it, discard to get rid of the golden. Discard the golden lord, get rid of DP. Nadir Servant this, and then with Omega you put it back. So yeah, that came up a lot. And then 1 Pegasus. This is something you send like if you go first, or after punishment if you're only trying to pop 1. 1 Titaniclad. This is obviously to search out what's it called, the Dogmatica engine. When you get punishment, you just do this so you can get access to another punishment. But I also played it because I was side decking what's it called, the Maximus. So we'll talk about that after. But yeah, so I was side decking Maximus, and then 1 Fredget. Like obviously, it's a draw card. It's good when you go first. So yeah, that's why I like it. It's really good. 1 what's it called? I don't even know this guy's name. What's it called? Gustav Max. 1 Constellar. 1 Link Spider. 1 of the light one, and 1 Unicorn. So essentially, you just play these. just to get access to this. So yeah, and then yeah, I don't play access code. I don't like that. I don't know why Triff likes it, but I mean he has his own things. You know what I mean? One of the Predaplant, one Starving Venom, and then one of the Golden Lord. So in the mirror match, this card is like disgusting with Super Poly, and then these two obviously are literally just for DP or like the Invoke fields. Like that Super Poly won me so many games. But yeah, so we'll go with the side deck. This is the side deck I played yesterday, but again, it's just one card difference, and I'll explain it. So 3 Lava Golem. I don't like Sphere mode. It's too many cards to draw. That just like obviously you want to draw one, but I don't know. I just never needed it. A lot of the time, I just rather have Super Poly to get rid of the board and get a monster out of it instead of just like summoning Sphere mode and then like do nothing. I'd rather just Super Poly the board, get a guy attack, and then I could get a guy like Predaplant that's like super devastating to your opponent. Same thing with like Starving Venom, you could OTK with it. So yeah, and then 3 Inspector Borders. This card is super nutty going first against like almost every deck. Against Sword Soul, you summon this, you win. Against Flunders, when they have their entire board, you just summon this and then they lose. They don't have any access to any out to this. You literally just destroy their field with this card. And then 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, you need it against the mirror. And then the second a Deer. So before I was main decking the second a Deer and then side decking the Maximus. I was a big fan of Maximus, and I still kind of am, but there's times where I drew it by itself and nothing else. So it became kind of dead. So I ended up taking it out, but there was a lot of scenarios where if they have a full board, you're gonna Deer, get access to the, what's it called, the Maximus, and then Maximus pop more, and then send Frigid to pop something, sorry, to draw a card, so yeah. And then 3 evenly matched cards, disgusting, I'm not gonna talk about it. And then 1 Mud Dragon, so this thing you just sided in, you take out anything from your extra deck you don't need when you side in Super Poly, so yeah. I just didn't have room for him in the extra deck, so I put him in the side deck. It's been working out fine. Like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's going to be a short video. I just wanted to do an update just on the deck. I've been wrecking locals and stuff like that. And like I said, I couldn't enter the YCS. I was still in LA, but I just didn't want to play remote. I'll probably enter Vegas though, just to prove that like I should be able to top pretty easily. But yeah, guys, so look out for that. And yeah, peace out, guys. Have a good one. Later.